She was Black Head Down, Fight for Freedom, Black Head Down. I hope you have already subscribed. Okay, this is we're gonna start with the video. Check out Chili Lucas on YouTube. He's a Hong Konger in Hong Kong. I'm covering this. This is gonna be a video of that you can read Hong Kong, not even Hong Kong police. Terrorists, pepper spray, and assault pregnant women. And the terrorists are the Chinese Hong Kong army forces. I don't know why they call them police. Those not police. They're not peacekeepers. So let's get into this. And you know the Peace Corps is not coming in there to help nobody. The United Nations Peace Corps not coming in there. That's all a setup. It's all one world order. That's why it's United Nations means one world order, one rule. So we're all under one rule in every single freaking country, which is why Saudi Arabia can get away with killing Yemen, which is why Israel can get away with killing people in the Gaza Strip and all that. So one rule under Lucifer's kingdom. That's what that is. So let's continue this. Of course, God wins in the end. To them, if you haven't, please go subscribe there right now so you can see this video and all kind of videos denouncing the human rights violations going on in Hong Kong. So here's the video. We hear the police yelling, go away, cockroach, die, go die, cockroach. And this woman, who was not a threat, gets pepper sprayed directly on her face from like 20 centimeters away. And pepper spray one more time. She was recording. And she wipes her face and then throws the tissue at him. She was throwing the excess of pepper sprays. They're about to come back and assault her again. Her hands, throwing it back at the police. When another police, I want to say criminal terrorist. I'm not going to call them police anymore. Another criminal terrorist come with another pepper spray can and start pepper spraying this pregnant woman. And then pull her and push her against the ground, against her belly. She's pregnant. Everyone knew she was pregnant. Like, I mean, they don't even treat, like, how we're talking about this terrorist organization. The criminal who stabbed 4 people and beat someone's ear off did not even get handcuffed. He did not even get handcuffed, not restrained, nothing. And they are treating a pregnant woman like this. Let's catch up to Lucas. getting messages that in Yunlong and Foshan there is groups of white T-shirts holding knives and weapons. So everyone, please be careful and tell friends about Yunlong and Foshan to be careful with the white T-shirts. Bill Loin, wait, did something happen to Noam Chinaski? Do you know anything about Noam?
You told him, Pammy.
So right now we're getting the images from Taipo, where they're someone is putting his hands up and trying to talk to the police. Alright, that person left in his bike. So here in Mongkok we see people setting more roadblocks to, as I said earlier, since a quick summary of the day, the Chinese University of Hong Kong has been under siege. Apparently more than 2,300 tear gas bombs have been fired by the police in the Chinese university. The students are protecting their campus, they're holding their ground. Most of them have already written their last wills in their letters because they're willing to risk their lives to protect their campus. The police were clearly intending to kill all the students by flooding it completely for hours during the day and shooting thousands of rubber bullets and other kind of ammunition too. Dozens of injured, reporters included. And from what I read in the comments, even a 10-month-old baby and an 81-year-old person were injured. Other universities were under siege as well. Apparently, the City University was also under siege. I'm not exactly sure of the details of other universities. If you guys could provide more details, I could talk about them. But anyways, it was the whole day. Horrible images. It looked like a war zone. It looked like a battlefield, and the police lied 4 times that they were going to retreat, but they continued to attack the students in the campus. And now at night, a lot of people started to come out to set roadblocks around different districts in Hong Kong in order to thin out the police that was sieging the universities, in order to force the police to reallocate their I was going to say human resources, but I forgot they have no humans, only criminals, criminal terrorists.
Right, no humans in them uniforms, none.
Six times. 92 says 6 times. 6 times the police lied and then they continued to attack. Guys, yeah, if you see someone trying to frame me, trying to pretend to be me with another account and posting things over the internet, please tell the people in that live chat and also report them. If you see that in a live chat, please tell everyone that Chili Lucas is fake. Please report it. Please report his account. Alright, so here we see images from the Chinese university. Here you can see that people are still there. There's still a lot of people, but they are like waiting to see what happens next. Doesn't seem like things finished or cooled down, but they're just waiting to see what happens next. Also here images from Mongkok, the Chinese University of Hong Kong here. And I think this is Tai Po up down on bottom right, and up here is Mongkok as well. everyone is going to die one day. Chan Aries, oh my god, correction department will also have some people join the, what? Really? Jetsam, I can't understand your comment really clearly. Can you rephrase it, please? Now, guys, give me a second to say thank you to the contributors. Thank you so much for your contributions. Stephen Lau, thank you so much. Tyler Lantau said, keep safe, everyone pray for Hong Kong, thank you so much. Liberty Square, thank you. Liberty Square said, thank you for the stream today, I hope you get some rest. I hope I'm the 1st of May. Super Chest, thank you so much, Liberty Square. Ezra Man, thank you so much for your contribution. Brian Tam, thank you so much. Vivian Lau, thank you. Vivian Lau is saying, thank you, Lucas, for connecting us to Hong Kong from abroad. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Vivian. And thank you, everyone else. And thank you, everyone who is watching right now. To be honest, guys, I was not going to live stream today, but after seeing all the chaos that was being wreaked by the Hong Kong police, the terrorist organization of the Hong Kong police, I just couldn't stand there. I couldn't just watch what was happening. I had to do something. Goodbye, Gobi. Thank you so much for being here. Andrew Wilson, thank you so much as well. Support from the USA. Never give up. Thank you so much, Andrew Wilson. Uh, 92 Taiku Lectu, please send it in our Discord server if you can, or type the link and replace the dots with the word dot or something like that, so that I can copy and paste the link and take a look at it. Kelly Gurung is saying, is anyone going to talk about the dead bodies that are constantly being found? Yes, I just want to point out that I usually point out a firefighter, a fireman has stated in a report some time ago, some weeks ago, that in the past few months, more dead bodies have been found on the sea than in the last 10 years here in Hong Kong. Also, very mysterious suicides, quote-unquote suicides. The police is calling them suicides, but they're actually very mysterious deaths, very suspicious ones. They just get covered up by the police. They say immediately, nope, this is just a normal suicide, nothing to investigate here. They take the body, they don't reveal any details, and they cremate the bodies very soon afterwards. USC Brewing, good morning, Total Chaos Day 3. Tule lo poco. And yeah, I read your comment and something exploded here. And people cheered at the explosion here in Mongkok. This is a Bank of China, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if
I don't know until what time things are going to go on tonight, because today actually it feels so much different from other days. After everything that happened in the weekend and on Monday, we saw a huge escalation on violence by the police on Monday, and yesterday, today, the whole day, the police just sieging university students with the intent to kill them all. It's absolutely horrible, and it feels that things are taking one more turn here in Hong Kong.
This will feed into people what they want to hear until their ignorance to get numb. So somebody will lead into ignorance.
Daniel Reinhardt, thank you for your contribution. And Daniel is saying, just for your information, the international news is turning against the protest since the guy was set on fire. Things look grim on the press front. Thank you so much, Daniel, for telling us that. I think if the reporters are like going against the movement after one guy put another guy on fire, I think it's very stupid, because one person cannot represent a whole movement, a whole society. There always has been people who act unlawfully, and that's why we have a judicial system, and he's going to get punished by the police if found, and by the judicial system as well. However, I want to tell this to all the press around the world who are criticizing the movement because one person set fire to another person. You cannot judge a society based on an individual, but you can judge, and you should judge, an institution, in this case the government and the Hong Kong police force. You can judge them based on their representatives. The Hong Kong police officers, they are representing the institution, and especially when there is no accountability for them, it talks how low and how important and bad the situation is when there's representatives of an institution that is supposed to uphold the law, to make sure that the law is not broken, and they have very high standards of conduct. When they break the law and have no accountability, that is a huge problem, and it's not comparable with one individual setting another individual on fire or anything like that. Those things are not representative of the movement. So again, Daniel Reinhardt, my rant was not against you, by the way. I thank you for pointing that out. I'm just talking, I'm addressing this to the international press, who are you're mentioning in your comment. I saw an interview the other day, a guy saying like, but the protesters are getting so violent. He was just trying to push that agenda. I don't know if he believes, or his company believe, that by pushing violence of the protesters, he's going to sell more, or he's trying to kowtow to China. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he cannot label a whole movement of millions of people who have been absolutely peaceful because of the actions of few.
Also, I think Tariq will respond to him and give him some subs. What the fuck he thinking? Tariq will respond to everyone.
Daisy saying that not only the Chinese university was under attack, but also CTU and PolyU. They threw so much tear gas, rubber bullets, and attacked a secondary school as well. Oh my God. I hope the students are all well. I know many students have been injured today, and in the previous days, in the past few days, a lot of students injured for protecting their rights. These people, guys, are fighting for because they see no life, no other way of living if they don't fight. They know what the CCP is capable of, and they cannot see a future if things go the way the CCP wants them to go. Steve W, thank you for pointing that out. There is a fake Chili Lucas going around. Please, guys, please, if you see these in other live chats, tell everyone there that that's a fake account, and just yeah, report that guy as impersonator. You have the option when you report someone on YouTube. You can report he's impersonating an account of someone I follow, and yeah, then it can help YouTube remove their account. Thank you.
And I had no problem with the guy being lit on fire. I had no problem.
Dirk Wish. I don't know. Sorry, how to read your last name. Yes, if I ever get arrested or killed or anything, I will have someone who has access to my YouTube channel.
Cause that same guy who got lit on fire was chasing the protesters around. He followed them out the station, followed them around for a couple more minutes. He went up to the protesters, started talking smack, and they roughed him up. After they roughed him up, he kept talking smack, so they lit his ass on fire. So he could have kept his ass at home. Instead, he chose to follow protesters around, harass them, and he got what he got. Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Don't go around harassing people.
Can you send the link one more time? Let me make. Wait a second. 92 Lecture, can you send the link one more time, please? So yeah, for everyone who is asking, I do live in Hong Kong, guys. Yeah, I do live in Hong Kong, and for me, this is my home. That's why I'm making all these videos, to be honest. Yeah, since I live in Hong Kong, that's the reason I learned Cantonese. And Z guy is asking, are people going to be able to go to work tomorrow with all the stuff on the roads? I don't know. I think a lot of companies are going to tell their staff to, like, hey, if you want to take the day off, I mean, at least if you have a nice boss. I know some of my friends have already been told that they don't have to go to work tomorrow. J Margarita is saying, my sister is working in a primary school in Kowloon Tong. They smelled tear gas during the day. The kids got affected and my sister as well. I hope your sister and the kids are going to be fine. I hope they will let them skip school if things keep like this. The police is crazy, and that's why I mean, whenever I say tear gas should be internationally banned, guys, please, this week I promise I will start a petition to ban tear gas internationally. I know it's very hard. Some people might think I'm crazy, but just think about what we are talking about. Primary school students who have absolutely nothing to do with the protest or whatever are getting tear gassed. Do you know what kind of, like, the effects that tear gas can have on developing kids who are developing? They might develop chronic diseases, affect their cognitive development, and so many things. I think the use of tear gas is such an inhumane thing. I think maybe 30 years from now we're going to look into the past and we'll say something like, do you remember when we used to fire tear gas in cities? Yeah, I remember. We were so stupid back then.
Woo! Woo!
So I don't know what kind of thing. I'm sure they put some things like cans, like aerosol cans or something like that. Those can explode really, really loud. PCAS PvP Minecraft said yes if you have a good boss, but if where it's cool, the principal does not let us get a day off. Yeah, I know that a lot of principals in Hong Kong actually are like very strict, and they don't really care about the protests. I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's some principals, but most of the principals I know, I think, yeah, all of the principals I know of, like from my friends who are teachers, they say that their principals at their schools are assholes.
Of course they're assholes. They want to get paid. What's they gonna be assholes?
They so sheep.
2012 fool is asking. I have seen the term.
So the principals are assholes because they don't care about being ruled over by China. They just want to get paid and live that sheep life and go home and do whatever they do at home and whatever trash they do at home. And they don't care about the fight. There's a lot of people in Hong Kong like that do not care about the fight. Now they want to continue to be slaves and live under that rule. That's when you see all the highways blocked off earlier. Not all of them. Like the highways, the cars were at a standstill because protesters was blocking them from getting through, which I agree with. Like you're not going to work, you're not going to school. Like there's a freaking freedom protest, and y'all think y'all gonna have a normal day of business? This is not gonna be normal days. Like y'all can stay at home or join the protest, one of the two.
Clearly, it's a 50 cent using Google Translate. They have like a booklet with sentences that they're told to post all over the internet. They post troll comments as well. They spread fake propaganda or CCP propaganda. And why they're called 50 cents is because the story says that they get paid 50 cents of a yuan. 50 cents of a yuan in for each comment or each reply they get or something like that. So 50, let's see, how much is 1 yuan to USD? So 1 yuan is 0.14 US dollars. So 50 cents actually is 0.07 cents in United dollars, United States dollars.
7 cents, really?
0.07 cents of a United States dollars
7 cents
for posting hateful comments, troll comments, or lies around the internet. And I think it's very important that we all get familiar with the terror.
I think that's what I saw on TikTok. All those comments going against the protesters on the TikTok news page on YouTube. And I ran into a bunch of idiots on that page talking down about protesters, trying to say protesters are terrorists and all this, which they're not. So this is a bunch of idiots going around not doing research, and they're posting what their state media is running. Like they don't do research. They don't.
Oh my God, these Hong Kong people are terrible. So I was there trying my best to tell them, no, don't believe this guy. This guy's a 50 cent, and I tried to explain them, and I told them that the best way they can know about Hong Kong is watching live streams. So please help us spread the awareness about the 50 cents. It's actually very important.
And people don't want to watch live streams. When they watch live streams, they watch 1 minute. They don't watch hours to gain information and see what's going on. But yet they don't watch the live streams, but they'll get on the internet talking shit in comment sessions, and they ain't did no research. They might watch a Fox News video about the protests, and you know Fox News not gonna paint protests in a good light, so they gonna go along with whatever mainland China wants. Because again, mainland China is owned and operated by Western society, or Europe, Great Britain, America. You know, there's no sovereignty in China. China, like if you believe China has sovereignty, you need to read a history book. Just like Hong Kong don't have sovereignty. Like Great Britain had to give Hong Kong sovereignty, and that was just for show. Great Britain did not hand Hong Kong their sovereignty. They just said it. Like these people, these elites, they got some illusions for you. Now, they'll tell you, oh, you're sovereign. You have a parade celebrating your independence, but there's no real independence. Like Hong Kong, China don't have independence. Like America don't have independence. Or they'll tell you that and play with your head, but no. No, if you know how to, if you add 1 plus 1 together, you'll understand what I'm saying. Let's get back to Lucas.
I must have been annoying everyone. I am sorry about that, guys. Takuma Kanabayashi, hello. Fox Lady, yes, I was saying that, and yeah, sorry about the alarm thing. Jennifer, in Holland, tear gas used for big fights, hooligan soccer. CCP is launching disinformation war against freedom-loving Hong Kong people. Be alert. Thank you, Rocky Mount. Tao Go, please explain why the bank is on fire first. Sure. There is actually a picture that you can see online that I like a lot. It's a Citibank and the Bank of China right next to each other, and we can see this. The Bank of China is damaged while the Citibank is completely fine. And why is this? Because the Bank of China is the wallet of the CCP. And of course, if you're going to fight a tyrannical regime that violates human rights, tortures people, harvests organs, gang rape people systematically, killing millions of people in concentration camps, you have to do the fight financially.
You can go a step further, but you know, you can take the fight to their front door too, but yeah.
God is asking me, Lucas, who do you think should be the leader of Hong Kong? I think the leader of Hong Kong should be its people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to make it like a funny answer or something like that. I really think leaders.
Well, the leader of Hong Kong, just like the leader of the world, should be Jesus Christ or God. When you have people running people for the last 1,000, 2, 4, 5,000 years, this is what you get. This is how Rome was. This is how all them ancient cities was, ancient places. The leader should be God. If you read the Bible, God asked, did they want him to be governed over them, or did they want man? And people chose man, and this is what you get when you ask man to govern. You get corruption on the highest levels of Lucifer's fingers. Let's just say that, because the devil got a lot to do with this.
I'm not sure if I like the concept of leader. I think no one should be like, I don't know how to explain it. I think everyone should have a role, and things should be delegated, and a group of people elected by the people should be the leaders of Hong Kong. Because no one can areas. They have strengths and weaknesses in different areas, and that's why I think a group of people should be leader.
有人話我做咩帶人去物資站度睇，既然大家唔想咧，我就周圍睇下啦嚇。話說我都唔知其實呢度係邊，我哋而家周圍睇下。
Not even the leaders. They should just be like in United States city councilmen. It should just be councilmen. Don't even tell them they leaders. They're just councilmen.
據說話呢度近大學站，我又有大學站又
They help sign off on bills and stuff.
周圍
Or
行。
sign off on road projects, little things. You don't need leaders. You need like a councilman.
最緊要係啊，大家
So Hong Kong has a leader, and this is what they have.
Jennifer, if you want to like
This is what they
change
get.
to a bank, I recommend you changing to Citibank. If you had an account in Bank of China, I recommend you guys changing to Citibank. I'm not sure what other banks are safe to use, like, but I'm pretty sure that CT Bank is going to be fine. Yeah, I think you might be sure to use that one.
But they all banks in the end. You don't trust any banks. You gotta put your money away, but they all are the same in the end. Citibank, China Bank, all the same. Same corruption, same money system, same central banking system, all that stuff. It's all the same. You never know who the owners of Citibank, what they actually think. You never know what the owners of Citibank do behind closed doors. You never know.
Storm Beats, hello. Yes, I almost every day. I try to do live streams about what is happening in Hong Kong almost every day. Probably in the coming week or 2 weeks, I'm not going to be live streaming every single day. But yeah, you can find plenty of live streams about Hong Kong in this channel.
Yep. And just go to YouTube, hit live. On filters, hit live, type in Hong Kong protest, go to live, and you'll find a bunch.
Please give me a second. I will be back very soon.
Thanks for paper. I need to stop drinking this soda.
Hey, 前面有啲聲話光復香港時代革命咁嗌喎，我哋又去睇下前面發生咩事先。咦，見到有個旅遊巴駛咗入嚟喎，好多學生都大叫啦，光復香港時代革命咁樣啦嚇。咁至於呢個旅遊巴係咩，我就唔清楚啦嚇。哦，原來入邊係一啲車咗一啲人上咗去嘅。哦。哦，呢度就係大學站啦，大學站啦嚇。
Alright guys, I am back. Thank you for waiting. Right now, guys, I'm gonna give a very short summary of what happened today. Universities in Hong Kong, and I saw mostly images from the Chinese University of Hong Kong. It was under siege by the police, literally. The police firing over 2,000 rounds of tear gas and thousands of rubber bullets, lead pellet bags directly at people. There is a video where we can clearly hear a commander telling another police saying that shoot at his head, and then he immediately shoot at a protester's head. We can see by the video evidence that the police is breaking international standards by shooting directly tear gas canisters at people's heads. It was like a battlefield. It was horrible. It was horrible. There was such a huge cloud of tear gas that if you were trying to escape from it, you wouldn't know if you're going in or going out of the cloud of tear gas. I think if like you don't have a mask in that tear gas cloud, you could have easily died. The reporter is trying to go up a slope here. in the Chinese university. He wants to take a look from up here to let us see.
知咩嚟嘅？舉高俾大家睇下先。我就係見到有架列車喺度啦嚇，咁啊至於冇煙嘅地方我見唔到啦，唯有去第二度睇下睇唔睇到啦嚇。
Right now, I'm only getting these 4 live streams, and we have images from Mongkok on the 2 top screens. We see. Oh, be careful! The reporter is.
確實係有困難啦。
He's struggling going up the slope.
翻嚟啦，唉。
Yeah, in Nathan Road, we see the firefighters putting out some fires that were set on some like wooden panels. I would guess they're wood or something like that, outside a Bank of China. And we see that all their shops are fine and buildings, everything is fine. The only thing that is damaged is the Bank of China, since we can practically call it the wallet of the CCP. Like, I mean, here you can see here, this is literally a shop that sells diamonds, and people are not like looting it or anything like that. So yeah, again, here we have another screen showing images from Mongkok, and here's more images from the Chinese university. And here as well, we have a reporter walking in Chinese university, and
又睇下大學入邊有大學站入邊有啲乜嘢嘢啦嚇。
we see some people up here, up this roof. They're moving some materials. It seems to be like pipes or something. They are collecting them and taking them to the road so that they can probably use it to build
我哋又去第二度睇下。
roadblocks.
唉，周圍睇下有啲咩睇先啊，大家嚇。唉，問下上唔上到去先？等我問下，哎呀，靚仔上唔上到去啊？唉，我攞住咁多器材都係算啦，唔好上啦，由佢啦。唔好上啦，我都係唔好上啦，因為真係有啲難度，講真。即係睇唔到個煙係咩嘢，冇辦法。咁我又周圍行下啦，係嘛
？So, guys, I think if we see that things have
哇，其實呢度咧，
stopped, I think I'm gonna stay like for 5 or 10 more minutes. Because to be honest,
翻返去嗰度俾大家睇。
today I had to go to the doctor and I had an interview, and I had some other things to do. I was not planning on live streaming today, since like last time we live streamed for over 30 hours, and I had very little time to sleep. I think today I slept like 3 hours or something, 2 hours, and yeah, I've been sleeping very little. I don't want to like get sick or anything, because that would not allow me to keep live streaming constantly, and I don't want that. So I think I'm going to wait for 5 or 10 more minutes, and maybe I'm going to stop the live stream, and we're going to continue tomorrow maybe. So, but that being said, guys, please, I encourage you to go to Blackhead Down's channel. Go there and watch every single video. You can watch them actually in chronological order, so that you can make like a mental map, a chronological map of the things that have happened in Hong Kong and that have led to the current situation. once that you understand all the events that have led to the current situation of Hong Kong, it will be easy for you to understand what is going on in the minds of the demonstrators. So again, let me put the link.
Black
of,
head down.
Black Head Down.
So that's Black Head Down on YouTube.
In the live chat. So there you go. There's the link for their channel. Please subscribe to them and watch every single video. Of course, if you have the time. But if you have the time, please try to watch every single video. Try to watch them in chronological order, so you see how things have escalated, and you can clearly see who has been escalating things. Things that you should pay special attention to are the 12th of June. So write down these dates: 12th of June, 21st of July, 11th of August, 31st of August, 1st of October, and maybe 11th of November. Those.
So I'm looking at it right now, and I figured the Hong Kong police, the Chinese government, will put undercover people in a crowd to try to cause disruptions, which is what they're doing. They put dressed down cops in a crowd to do dumb shit.
Dates are very crucial. There's a lot more dates that are very crucial, but if you wanted to somehow understand the pain that everyone is going through in Hong Kong, research about those dates that I just mentioned. Basically, is describing terrorist attacks by the police and the triads that the Hong Kong people has had to endured. So thank you all so much. I'm going to still stay here around for a while, but I was saying that now, so before people left. Also, I'm going to show you one more time some videos from my Instagram. I save a lot of videos in my Instagram, and I'm thinking making a video a week. Maybe we can call it like Lucas Instagram feed or something like that. And I'm going to show like the things that I see in the Instagram's accounts that I follow. So, for example, this was also uploaded in a Black Head Down video. Here you can see the police assaulting a pregnant woman. They just pepper sprayed a pregnant woman, brought her to the ground, arrested her, and kept pepper spraying her. Here you can see they push her against the ground, handcuff her. But remember, the guy who stabbed 4 people and also beat someone's ears off, he did not get handcuffed, he did not get pushed against the ground, he did not get pepper sprayed, nothing. And that goes for every single gangster, mafia, or actual criminal who attacks people in Hong Kong. The police is not arresting the attackers. They are only arresting people who protest for their rights to be respected. Now, I have a lot of videos. So, for example, this one, it shows the police telling the crowd, telling the reporters, hey, record that guy's face because he's going to disappear. He's going to become a disappeared person. We see images that show.
By that he means the cops arrest people, they kill them, and they dump them in the sea or dump them in the water, and they call it suicide. That's what the cops call it. But Jonathan J.K. did a video about that from Hong Kong. Did a video about that, and it's on my page under Jonathan J.K. Or check out his Periscope, Jonathan J.K.
Looks like the police spray painting a bus to incriminate the protesters. We see cases of police brutality. For example, also the police obstructing.
And again, dumb Westerners and other people, especially Westerners, don't do research. They get that one video from Fox News, CNN, or TikTok, and they think, oh, the protesters are causing trouble or something. No, y'all don't do research. Y'all just go along with what the state media points out to you or tries to tell you, subliminally tries to tell you. So, like, yeah, y'all do your research before y'all jump to conclusions.
The ambulance personnel and the firemen who actually had to go to an emergency were called for an emergency inside the station. They were called for an emergency inside the station, and the police insulted them.
Like, the news on YouTube can tell you that the sky is brown. Y'all look outside and you see blue, but you'll believe it's brown. That's how dumb Westerners can be. Really dumb. That's how dumb some people in China can be too, because they watch the state-run media. This is very dumb. And don't do no research. They don't. I don't know what y'all be doing, like smoking dope all day. Y'all be sinning all day. That y'all got a couple hours to put into research about shit y'all gonna be talking about in these chat rooms. Y'all leave comments on the CNN, Fox, and all this stupid ass comments y'all leave, but y'all ain't done no research. Trying to talk down about the people of Hong Kong, the protesters, and y'all ain't done no research. Y'all fucking stupid. Say stupid. Stupid. Do research, people.
Insulted them and denied their access. And of course the people were saying, we support your ambulance, we support your firefighters. So yeah, I will keep sharing with you all these cases. Oh my god, this is graphic content. I'm not going to show it like in a big, here's blurred. But basically what it shows is the police said that it was a suicide case, someone that jumped from a building, but the body was frozen. The body was frozen, and he had his hands in front of him, stiff hands in front of him, like he was tied. How you call that? Rigor mortis? How you call that?
Yeah, rigor mortis.
Rigor.
You said it right, rigor mortis. Rigor mortis, dog. Come on.
Mortis. Rigor mortis?
Yep.
Yeah, rigor mortis. When someone dies for a while, their body gets hard and stiff. This person who was found dead has his hands in front of him, like he had died tied up or something for a while. And yeah, the police still said, no, this is just a suicide, nothing to see here, nothing to investigate. Here's a picture.
Like I just mentioned, they're talking about protesters coming up being suicide, and they're actually killing people. And so I don't have no problem with that old person being set on fire, who was disrupting the protests and chasing protesters. I got no problem if they want to set the police on fire, because they're all criminals, and it will be in self-defense.
That shows about the day I was telling you that the gangsters, thousands of gangsters in white t-shirts coming out to attack citizens, innocent citizens, including pregnant women. The police were seen talking with them, walking with them, shaking hands, collaborating with them. But this is important because the police publicly stated that a single officer had seen any suspicious person or person described what the people were calling 2,000 calls to the police that were ignored. The police were picking up the phone and saying, are you calling about the white t-shirt gangsters? Yes, we know. Yes, we know. Stop calling. If you feel afraid of being on the streets, you have stayed at home, and things like that. That were actually phone calls that were recorded between the emergency hotline and the people who were being attacked by these white t-shirt gangsters. That happened in Yuen Long. So all these things I like to say. I like this. This is basically describing the people who care about things being burned, but they don't care about the people being killed. So for here, this man is saying, oh no, the wall, right? So this is like, we see a lot of people like this, oh no, the ATM, or oh no, the turnstile. That's Carrie Lam, basically. Carrie Lam once made a public appearance, and she was crying towards a turnstile that, by the way, she didn't even know how to use. She was crying to a turnstile that was damaged. She was like patting it, and it was totally pathetic.
Yeah, Carrie Lam.
So yeah,
they need to lock Carrie Lam up for war crimes.
On a regular
They need to
basis.
lock the people up for war
I show a lot of
crimes.
evidence, explaining why Hong Kong is under a terrorist attack by its government and police department. And sorry, I haven't been reading the live stream. Maybe you guys are saying something like, "Hey, Lucas, we can't hear you," or something like that, and I've been missing it. Let me take a look. Rocky Mount is saying, and yeah, I also got this information from other sources, that police is attacking the university, the Chinese university to be a little bit more specific, because they want to take over the internet exchange center so they can cut Hong Kong off, or I think they maybe want to monitor everything. Storm Beats, you want the, well, my Instagram, I don't post those posts on my Instagram. I basically collect them. I collect those posts, I save them, and then I show them, I go through them. I'm going to make a series of videos showing the Instagram posts, and I will put all the links to every single post on them that I show in those videos. So, but you still can, I usually share the posts that I save. I share them in my stories in Instagram so that you can actually go see them for yourselves and save them as well. So you can actually follow me on Instagram. My account is Chili Lucas. So you can just like my YouTube channel, you can find it as Chili Lucas. Give me a second. Here. My Instagram is Chili Lucas. GL Linda Santangelo, thank you so much. Nam Kakeho. I don't think it's going to be a good idea. I just leave the stream here. It's just going to like, probably it's going to go live stream unavailable, or something will happen, or Momo will step on it or something, and it will just make the live stream a very long video that is not going to be useful in the archive. But definitely feel free to chat with the people in Discord so that you can have discussion of what's going on in the live streams. Max Nix, thank you so much. Be loyal.
Okay, people, we're gonna end this live stream right here. We're gonna head over to Black Hawk Down, Black Head Down. If you have time, go over to Black Head Down. I'm gonna do a live about the videos over there, cause that's some great evidence. Again, retards, Black Head Down. Again, retards don't like to do research, but they like to go on under these posts and say shit about protesters and what's going on. They don't know nothing. So I'm gonna end this here, and I'll be back with y'all later.